AI Business Brief for May 26, 2026. ClickUp laid off 22% of its workforce to embrace AI, agents offering million-dollar salaries for outsized impact. Uber's president admitted AI spending is harder to justify without clear productivity returns. Pope Leo XIV encyclical warned against letting technical power become governance power, with Anthropic's co-founder present at the Vatican announcement. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief, May 26, 2026. Next section, lead story. ClickUp just ran the most aggressive AI workforce experiment in startup history. The company cut 22% of staff while deploying 3,000 internal AI agents to handle complex tasks. CEO Zeb Evans isn't calling this a layoff. He's framing it as a radical transformation toward a 100 times org, where employees direct AI agents instead of doing work themselves. The kicker, million-dollar salary bands for those who create outsized impact using AI. This is the first major test of whether AI agents actually deliver the productivity gains everyone's been promising. Gartner found that 80% of companies using autonomous tech have cut jobs, but workforce reductions aren't translating into meaningful financial returns. ClickUp maintains it's different, claiming it's measuring real productivity gains and plans to package that into a customer product. Implications for small businesses. This is where the AI productivity story either proves out or collapses. If ClickUp succeeds, expect every software company to follow. If it fails, you're watching the most expensive hype cycle in tech history. Either way, the automate your job or lose it dynamic is here. Evans claims people who automate well will always have jobs, but the math doesn't work long-term. If AI keeps taking over tasks, companies need fewer people. TechCrunch. Next section, tools and launches. Google Gemini 3.5 continues to dominate Google's AI ecosystem, powering everything from the Gemini chatbot to Google Workspace AI features and Android's new assistant replacement. All current Gemini models now have at least a 1 million token context window, enough to upload entire contracts or large knowledge bases for analysis. The models support reasoning. Google calls it thinking, tool use, and agentic features. If you're building on AI, Gemini's long context windows make it useful for document analysis and RAG, retrieval augmented generation. Pipelines, though a PI, costs climb fast at full context usage. Free tier available through the Gemini chatbot. Zapier. Android 17 ships this summer with screen reactions, letting creators capture themselves and their screens simultaneously without green screens or app switching. This matters for small businesses creating product demos, tutorial videos, or social media content. The feature eliminates the technical friction that stops most business owners from making video content. It's built for quick, authentic content that resonates with audiences. Free with Android 17 on Pixel devices, rolling out to other Android phones later. Small business trends. Spotify's AI remixing tool is coming soon via a Universal Music Group licensing deal. Subscribers will be able to use AI to remix UMG catalog tracks. Pricing and exact features not yet announced, but this opens the door for businesses creating custom music for videos, podcasts, or ads without hiring producers. Watch for the launch if you need background music or audio branding. Inc. Next section, Business Playbook. Make AI agents reliable with layered controls. Anthropic's work with production teams revealed that simple, composable patterns beat complex frameworks. The problem? Agents can run successfully and still hallucinate, call wrong tools, or ignore instructions. An 8N's guide breaks down 6 control layers: model selection, temperature, top P, reasoning modes, prompt structure, role, context, task, constraints, output format, output schemas, tool design, guardrails, and routing logic. Each layer gives you a specific lever to tune without rebuilding the entire agent. Start with temperature. Lower values produce consistent outputs, higher values add variety but also unpredictability. For business automation, err toward lower temperature, 0, 2, 0, 4 for consistency. Next, structure prompts with role, context, task, constraints, and output format. Vague instructions lead to ambiguous responses. The more relevant information you provide upfront, the less the agent guesses. If you're deploying AI agents in production, read this before you waste money on hallucinated outputs. N8N blog. Optimize for AI overviews or lose search visibility. Google AI overviews now appear in 16% of desktop searches, synthesizing multiple sources into a single answer block with citations. If your content isn't structured to earn citations, you're losing traffic. HubSpot's 2026 Playbook. Use answer-first formatting, structured data, and long-tail question mapping. AI overviews pull heavily from Reddit, 21%, YouTube, 18.8%, Quora 14.3%, and LinkedIn 13%. The shift, traditional rank position and CTR metrics no longer tell the full story. You need new measurement frameworks to track brand visibility in AI search. This applies across ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini, not just Google. HubSpot marketing. Next section, pricing and access watch. Uber exhausted its annual AI budget 4 months into 2026 and now questions whether AI investments deliver meaningful returns. President Andrew McDonald said there's no clear connection between rising token consumption for tools like Claude Code and more useful features being delivered to consumers. Uber spent $3.4 billion on R&D in 2025, up 9%. CEO Dara Khosrowshahi said the company is making up for AI costs by hiring fewer humans. This is the first major company to publicly admit AI spending doesn't yet justify itself. If Uber can't draw a line from AI usage to 25% more useful features, most small businesses won't either. The lesson: don't assume AI tools automatically make your team more productive. Measure actual output, not token consumption. The Verge. Next section, industry moves. Pope Leo Roman XIV AI encyclical addresses power concentration, not just technology. Released Monday, Magnifica Humanitas warns that AI built and governed by a small elite cannot serve the common good. The 200-page document calls for clear criteria and effective oversight, social protections for workers facing automation, and an end to the AI arms race where companies chase geopolitical or commercial dominance through ever-larger models. Anthropic co-founder Christopher Olah attended the Vatican presentation. The document isn't anti-AI. It argues technical power shouldn't automatically confer governance rights. Critics note the timing. President Trump delayed his AI oversight executive order reportedly at VC David Sachs' urging, highlighting exactly the elite capture Pope Leo describes. The Verge, TechCrunch. OpenAI partnered with Brazil's Grupo Falha and Grupo UOL to bring Falha to Paulo and UOL journalism into ChatGPT. This is OpenAI's first media partnership in Brazil. Over 900 million weekly active ChatGPT users can now access summaries and reporting with attribution and links back to original sources. Brazil is one of ChatGPT's largest markets, with over 50 million monthly active users and 140 million messages per day. The partnership gives Grupo Falha and UOL access to Codex, ChatGPT Enterprise, and API to enhance workflows and develop new products. For small businesses, this signals that ChatGPT is becoming a news discovery platform, not just a chatbot. OpenAI blog. AI agent terminology standardized by Hugging Face after Eichler 2026 revealed nobody agrees on what harness and scaffold mean. Here's the practical breakdown. The model is the LLM, or large language model, itself Claude, GPT, etc. Scaffolding is the behavior-defining layer, system prompt, tool descriptions, context management. The harness is the execution layer, calls the model, handles tool calls, decides when to stop. An agent is the model plus everything around it that lets it act. If you're building or buying AI agent tools, use this vocabulary to avoid confusion. Products like Claude Code and Codex are tightly coupled to their providers' models. Others like Antigravity CLI and Hermes Agent let you plug in any model. Hugging Face blog. Next section, quick wins. Text replacement for instant emoji on Mac. Go to System Settings, Keyboard Text Replacements. Type the word you want to replace, e.g., shrug, in the Replace field, then press the globe key to insert the emoji person shrugging in the With field. This works system-wide and syncs to your iPhone if you're logged into your Apple ID. Useful for customer service teams, social media managers, or anyone who types the same emoji repeatedly. Zapier. Next section, Outlook. The AI productivity reckoning is here. ClickUp and Uber represent opposite bets. One went all in on AI agents with mass layoffs, the other publicly admitted the math doesn't work yet. Within 6 months, we'll know which story was right. Pope Leo's encyclical lands at the perfect moment, naming the real issue: concentration of power, not just technical capabilities. For small businesses, the lesson is clear. Measure actual output, not hype. If you can't draw a direct line from AI usage to useful features or save time, you're burning money. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.